Doubt is just a thought. And thoughts, my friends, can be changed. They can be molded, shaped, and transformed. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take that doubt and turn it into determination. Let me tell you something. Success is not for a select few. It's not reserved for the lucky ones or those born with a silver spoon. Success is for anyone who's willing to work for it, anyone who's willing to change their thinking, and anyone who's willing to take action. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, you don't understand. My situation is different. I've tried before and failed. Well, let me ask you this. How many times did you try? Once? Twice? Maybe a handful of times? Let me tell you about a man named Colonel Sanders. Yes, that Colonel Sanders. He was 65 years old, broke, living in his car with nothing but a chicken recipe and a dream. He was rejected 1,009 times before someone finally said yes to his Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise. 1,009 times. Can you imagine the doubt he must have felt? But he didn't let that doubt stop him. He turned it into determination. You see, the difference between where you are and where you want to be is the actions you take. It's the decisions you make every single day. It's the habits you form and the mindset you cultivate. Let's talk about mindset for a moment. Your mindset is like the software of your brain. And just like software, it can be upgraded. You can install new beliefs, new thoughts, new patterns that serve you better. And today we're going to start that upgrade process. The first step is awareness. You need to become aware of your doubts, your fears, your limiting beliefs. Write them down. Look at them on paper, because once you can see them, you can start to question them. Are they really true? Or are they just stories you've been telling yourself? Here's a powerful question to ask yourself. What if I'm wrong about my limitations? Just sit with that for a moment. What if you're capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe? Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Changing your mindset, overcoming doubt, building determination, these things take work. But here's the good news. You're already doing the work. You're here, aren't you? You're investing in yourself and your growth and your future. That's more than most people ever do. Let me share with you one of the most powerful principles I've learned. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around you. Who are those 5 people in your life? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they feeding your doubts or fueling your determination? If you want to succeed, if you want to move from doubt to determination, you need to surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you, who inspire you to be better. And if you can't find those people in your immediate circle, guess what? Books, podcasts, seminars like this one, they can be your circle. You can choose who influences your mind. Now let's talk about goals. Goals are the roadmap to your success. They give direction to your determination. But here's the thing about goals. They need to be specific, they need to be measurable, and they need to have a deadline. Vague goals produce vague results. I want to be successful is not a goal. I want to increase my income by 20% in the next 12 months. That's a goal. It's specific, it's measurable, and it has a deadline. But setting the goal is just the beginning. You need to break it down into actionable steps. What do you need to do this week, this day, this hour to move closer to that goal? Remember, success is not about making one big decision. It's about making 1,000 small decisions every single day that align with your goals. And here's a crucial point. You need to write your goals down. There's something powerful that happens when you put pen to paper. It's like you're making a contract with yourself. So tonight I want you to write down your goals. Put them somewhere you can see them every day. Let them be a constant reminder of what you're working towards. Now let's address something that often comes hand in hand with doubt, fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears can paralyze us, keep us stuck in our comfort zone. But here's the truth. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. It happens when you're willing to take risks, to try new things, to face your fears head on. And every time you do that, every time you push through your fear, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that you can do it. Remember this, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So I want you to make a list of things you've been afraid to do. Maybe it's asking for a raise, starting that business, having that difficult conversation. Whatever it is, I want you to commit to doing one thing from that list this week. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then do it anyway. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination: discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what turns your dreams into reality. You see, motivation is great. It gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going when the motivation fades. And believe me, there will be days when you don't feel motivated. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you want to give up. That's when discipline kicks in. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about getting up early to work on your goals, even when you'd rather sleep in. It's about saying no to distractions and yes to your priorities. But here's the good news: discipline is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. It starts with small habits. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes every day, or exercising for 20 minutes, or working on your side business for an hour before work. Whatever it is, start small and be consistent. Consistency is key. It's better to do something small every day than to do something big once in a while. Those small, consistent actions compound over time. They build momentum. And momentum, my friends, is a powerful force. Let me tell you about the power of compound effect. Imagine you have a choice between two options. Option A, you get $3 million in cash right now. Option B, you get a penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days. Which one would you choose? Most people would go for the $3 million. It sounds like a lot of money, right? But let's look at what happens with the penny. On day 5, you'd have 16 cents. Not very impressive. On day 10, you'd have $5.12. Still not great. But by day 31, that penny would have grown to over $10 million. That's the power of compound effect. Small, consistent actions compounded over time lead to extraordinary results. And this applies to every area of your life: your health, your relationships, your career, your personal growth. Small improvements done consistently can lead to massive changes. So I want you to think about your life. Where can you make small, consistent improvements? Maybe it's reading one page of a book every day. Maybe it's making one sales call. Maybe it's expressing gratitude to one person. These might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time they can transform your life. Now let's address something that often holds people back: perfectionism. Perfectionism is often disguised as a virtue, but in reality, it's just another form of fear. It's the fear of not being good enough, the fear of criticism, the fear of failure. But here's the truth: perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to start to get better. Remember, every master was once a disaster. Every expert was once a beginner. So instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Celebrate your small wins. Did you make a little improvement today? That's a win. Did you learn something new? That's a win. Did you step out of your comfort zone? That's a big win. And when you do face setbacks, because you will, we all do, don't see them as failures. See them as feedback. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better. The only real failure is giving up. Let me share with you one of my favorite quotes. It's by a man named Zig Ziglar. He said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Think about that for a moment. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be the best. You just have to start. And that brings us to another crucial point: taking action. You see, knowledge is power, but only when it's applied. You can attend every seminar, read every book, listen to every podcast, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. So I want you to make a commitment right now. When you leave here today, what's the first action you're going to take? What's one thing you can do in the next 24 hours that will move you closer to your goals? It doesn't have to be big. Remember, we're talking about small, consistent actions. Maybe it's updating your resume. Maybe it's making that phone call you've been putting off. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've been thinking about. Whatever it is, commit to it right now. And then do it. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked, but is absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination: self-talk. The conversations you have with yourself are the most important conversations you'll ever have. Your mind is always listening, and it believes what you tell it. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, guess what? Your mind will believe it, and your actions will follow. But the good news is you can change your self-talk. You can choose to be your own biggest cheerleader instead of your harshest critic. Start paying attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself in negative self-talk, stop and reframe it. Instead of I can't do this, try I'm learning to do this. Instead of this is too hard, try this is challenging, but I'm getting better. Instead of I'm not good enough, try I'm growing and improving every day. It might feel awkward at first. It might feel like you're lying to yourself, but remember your old negative self-talk was just as much of a lie. You're simply choosing a new, more empowering story to tell yourself. And here's a powerful technique. Use I am statements. I am capable. I am determined. I am resilient. I am worthy of success. Say these to yourself every morning, every night, and whenever you need a boost of confidence. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination, your environment. Your environment shapes you more than you might realize. It can either support your goals or sabotage them. Take a look around you. Is your environment conducive to success? Is it feeding your determination or fueling your doubt? This applies to your physical environment, your digital environment, and your social environment. Your physical environment, is your workspace organized and inspiring, or is it cluttered and distracting? Your digital environment, are you following accounts that motivate, or are you consuming content that drains your energy and wastes your time? Your social environment, are the people around you supportive of your goals? Or are they negative and discouraging? Remember, you have the power to shape your environment. You can declutter your space, unfollow negative influences, and choose to spend time with people who lift you up. Your environment should be a reflection of your aspirations, not your limitations. Now, let's address something that often comes hand in hand with doubt, comparison. In this age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. But remember this, comparison is the thief of joy. You see, when you compare yourself to others, you're usually comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You don't see their struggles, their doubts, their failures. You only see their successes. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Are you making progress? Are you learning? Are you growing? That's what matters. And here's something crucial to remember. Success is not a zero-sum game. Someone else's success doesn't diminish your own. In fact, when you learn to celebrate others' successes, you open yourself up to more abundance and opportunity. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but is absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination, gratitude. Gratitude is not just a feel-good practice. It's a powerful tool that can transform your mindset and your life. You see, it's impossible to feel grateful and doubtful at the same time. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your attention from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. And this shift in focus can be transformative. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe it's a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or simply the fact that you woke up this morning. When you make gratitude a habit, you train your mind to look for the positive. And here's the beautiful thing about gratitude. The more you practice it, the more you'll find to be grateful for. It's like you're tuning your mind to a frequency of abundance and positivity. Now, let's address something that often holds people back, the need for approval from others. Many of us grew up seeking validation from our parents, our teachers, our peers. And while it's natural to want to be liked and appreciated, basing your self-worth on others' opinions is a recipe for doubt and insecurity. Remember this, you don't need anyone's permission to be great. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue your dreams. The only person you need to impress is yourself. When you stop seeking approval from others and start approving of yourself, something magical happens. You become more authentic, more confident, more determined. You start making decisions based on what's right for you, not what others expect of you. And here's the irony, when you stop seeking approval, you often end up gaining more respect. People are drawn to those who are confident in themselves and their path. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial in your journey from doubt to determination: continuous learning. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is more important than ever. You see, your formal education may have ended, but your learning should never stop. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They're constantly reading, exploring new ideas, developing new skills. Make a commitment to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's a new word, a new fact, a new skill. Over time, this habit of continuous learning will compound, just like we talked about earlier. And here's something important to remember. Learning is not just about acquiring information. It's about applying what you learn. It's about turning knowledge into wisdom. So whenever you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I apply this in my life? Now, let's address something that often holds people back: the fear of making decisions. Many people stay stuck in doubt because they're afraid of making the wrong choice. But here's the truth: indecision is a decision. It's a decision to stay where you are. Remember this: you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to see the next step. And as you take that step, the next one will become clear. Don't wait for perfect conditions to make a decision. Perfect conditions rarely exist. Instead, gather the best information you can, trust your instincts, and take action. If it turns out to be the wrong decision, that's okay. You can always course correct. In fact, making wrong decisions is often how we learn and grow. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. Be afraid of not trying. Now let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination: your health. Your physical health has a profound impact on your mental and emotional state. It's hard to feel determined when you're constantly tired, stressed, or in pain. Make your health a priority. Get enough sleep. Eat nutritious food. Exercise regularly. These might seem like basic things, but they can have a massive impact on your energy levels, your mood, and your ability to handle stress. And don't forget about your mental health. Practice mindfulness. Meditate. Take breaks when you need them. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Take care of it. Now let's address something that often holds people back: the need for immediate results. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now, but real, lasting success doesn't work that way. Success is like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect shade tomorrow. It takes time, patience, and consistent care. But if you stay committed, if you keep watering that seed day after day, eventually you'll have a strong, sturdy tree that provides abundant shade. Remember, overnight success is a myth. What looks like an overnight success is usually years of hard work finally paying off. So don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep putting in the work, keep believing in yourself, and trust the process. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial in your journey from doubt to determination: resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going when things get tough. And make no mistake, things will get tough. You'll face obstacles, you'll face criticism, you'll face failures. But it's not about avoiding these challenges. It's about how you respond to them. Do you let them defeat you, or do you use them as fuel to push yourself further? Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. And one of the best ways to build resilience is through what I call productive struggle. Don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them. See them as opportunities to grow stronger. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become better? This shift in perspective can turn every obstacle into a stepping stone. Now let's address something that often holds people back: the fear of success. Yes, you heard that right. Many people are actually afraid of succeeding. It might sound strange, but it's more common than you might think. You see, success brings change. It brings new responsibilities, new expectations. And for some people, that can be scary. They're comfortable where they are, even if they're not happy. The known discomfort feels safer than the unknown possibilities. But here's the thing: growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to achieve great things, if you want to move from doubt to determination, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to become a new version of yourself. Remember, you are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your doubts. You are what you choose to become. And every day you have the power to make that choice. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination, your values. Your values are your personal compass. They guide your decisions, shape your character, and ultimately determine the quality of your life. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it integrity, family, growth, freedom? Once you're clear on your values, use them as a filter for your decisions. Does this action align with my values? Does this goal reflect what's truly important to me? When your actions align with your values, you'll feel a sense of purpose and authenticity. And that sense of purpose is a powerful antidote to doubt. It fuels your determination and gives you the strength to push through challenges. Now, let's address something that often holds people back, the fear of asking for help. Many people see asking for help as a sign of weakness. But the truth is, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're committed to your growth, that you're willing to learn from others. No one achieves great things alone. Even the most successful people have mentors, coaches, and support systems. So don't be afraid to reach out, ask for advice, seek mentorship, join mastermind groups. Surround yourself with people who can help you grow. And remember, asking for help isn't just about receiving. It's also about giving. When you ask someone for help, you're giving them an opportunity to make a difference, to share their knowledge and experience. It's a two-way street that benefits both parties. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial in your journey from doubt to determination, celebrating your wins. Many of us are so focused on our goals that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. We reach a milestone and immediately set our sights on the next one without taking time to celebrate. But celebrating your wins, no matter how small, is important. It boosts your confidence, reinforces positive behavior, and motivates you to keep going. So take time to acknowledge your progress, pat yourself on the back, share your success with others. And here's a powerful tip: keep a success journal. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you accomplished. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you made a difficult phone call, or you stuck to your exercise routine, or you learned something new. Over time, this journal will become a powerful reminder of your progress and capabilities. Now, let's address something that often holds people back, the belief that they're too old or too young, or that it's too late to start. But let me tell you something, it's never too late to start. And you're never too old to set a new goal or dream a new dream. History is full of people who achieved great things later in life. Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC, was 65 when he started his business. Grandma Moses didn't start painting until she was 76. On the other hand, many successful people started young. Mark Zuckerberg was 19 when he founded Facebook. The point is, age is just a number. What matters is your determination, your willingness to learn and grow, your commitment to your goals. So don't let age be an excuse. Whether you're 18 or 80, the best time to start is now. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in your journey from doubt to determination, your habits. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. They shape your days, and ultimately they shape your destiny. You see, we don't decide our future. We decide our habits, and our habits decide our future. So if you want to change your life, start by changing your habits. Want to be healthier? Create habits around exercise and nutrition. Want to be more successful? Create habits around productivity and learning. And here's the key: focus on small, consistent habits. It's better to read 10 pages every day than to try to read a whole book in one sitting once a month. It's better to save a small amount consistently than to try to save a large amount sporadically. Remember the power of compound effect we talked about earlier. It applies to habits too. Small habits, compounded over time, lead to massive results. Now, let's address something that often holds people back, the fear of change. Change can be uncomfortable. It can be scary. But here's the truth: without change, there is no growth. And without growth, there is no life. Every great achievement in history, every breakthrough, every innovation came from someone who was willing to change. Someone who was willing to do things differently, to think differently, to be different. So embrace change. See it not as something to be feared, but as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become better. Remember, the caterpillar must endure change to become a butterfly. And here's something powerful to remember. You don't have to wait for change to happen to you. You can initiate change. You can be the catalyst for transformation in your own life. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to where we started. You can do it, from doubt to determination. I want you to really internalize this message. You can do it. Whatever is for you, starting that business, writing that book, losing that weight, repairing that relationship, you can do it. But here's the thing. Knowing you can do it isn't enough. You have to believe it. You have to feel it in your bones. You have to let it drive your actions every single day. And that belief, that determination, it doesn't come from outside. It comes from within. It comes from the promises you keep to yourself. It comes from the small victories you accumulate. It comes from pushing through when things get tough. So I want you to make a promise to yourself right now. Promise that you'll no longer let doubt hold you back. Promise that you'll take action towards your goals every single day. Promise that you'll keep going even when it gets tough. And most importantly, promise that you'll believe in yourself, because when you truly believe in yourself, when you're truly determined, there's nothing you can't achieve. Remember, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. So don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust in your abilities. Have faith in your journey. You are capable of amazing things. You have greatness within you. You have the power to shape your life, to create your destiny, to make your dreams a reality. So go out there and do it. Take that first step. Make that change. Pursue that dream. And never, ever give up. Because you can do it. You will do it. From doubt to determination, from dreams to reality, from where you are to where you want to be. You've got this. Thank you for being here today. Now go out there and make it happen. Your future is waiting for you. Embrace it with open arms and a determined heart. The world needs what you have to offer. Don't hold back. Shine your light. Make your mark. You can do it. You will do it. The journey from doubt to determination ends with your success. Go make it happen.